Alright, so this is a video of a freshly, I guess, built or whatever 2023 KX450X temp tags, I don't care. So we got warp 9s, tubeless, green hubs, purple valve stems. I think you'd start. This is a 40-tooth sprocket on here, and I live in Arizona, so it's pretty easy to plate something like this. But see, 40-tooth. This is a 4.5-inch wide, so looking pretty neat. I put it on Michelin's. Comes stock with kickstand. Chain wise, I use the factory chain and cut it. I did order a DID gold, but I went with the rule of thumb 1 link per tooth. So I ordered a 106, figuring I would be extra, and ended up having to buy another chain. So I put the stock one on for now. So I think if you order a chain, maybe go 108 to 110, and you should be good. The 450X rotor issue. When I went to order these, they had a little bit larger rotor, and excuse the mess here. The 450, I think will have a 320, but it was just enough to where that was hitting the caliper pin, so they had to ship me out another one. So it doesn't really match, but we're not really caring right now. Stock exhaust. This taillight will get changed out to a 12 o'clock labs. These turn signals are nice because they don't require a blinker assembly, so everything else is stock. On the controls here, I bought a really cheap Amazon controller, non-returning turn signal. Oops. Lights on, horn. Still have my factory launch, factory engine stop. Goofy ass mirrors, but we like them. So, mini GPS, battery power. On the front here, we got a off-roading floodlight, yellow and white, low beam, high beam, active. Turn signals and running lights. On the front, 320 millimeter rotor came with the wheels. Bracket adapter on here. I had to kind of, in here, machine a little bit off of my mount. It was just a little tight fitting, and the machined hole didn't line up. So it was just a little bit I had to machine off here, and unfortunately I think I scraped this across something, but at any rate, works pretty good. Had to use the factory hub seals there. Another issue I ran into is the closeness of the fork guards. So I did have to basically loosen all these up right here, and then I also had to flip this. So this was over here, then I have to flip it backwards. So it doesn't really match up properly for the shape, but it pulls it this way instead of forcing it into the wheel. Same side with the other one, very tight. Yeah, I had to loosen, as you can see here, it's still kind of touching, but to loosen those up right there and there and tweak it so it's good. Everything else is factory. The only thing I added here, my horns up here. Had clearance issues with having it down below. I originally had it mounted on this radiator guard, but the fender would hit it. So now with the shorty fender, I could probably put it down there, but it's too late now. So, Trail Tech fan, universal. Gauge had to get mounted here because the cord was so short. Temperature was right there. Found out on this one, it runs on the road, probably about 120. Normal operating temp, this hits about 140, 150. So originally I had the temp thing set for like 190 to come on, but it boils over, so that's about it. I'm gonna tag it real quick so you can see the lights. Then we got our turn signals. And, oh yeah, I forgot. Brake lights. And, there's one more thing I'm forgetting about that was important. Gosh dang. Let's see if I can remember here. Oh, now I remember. Hydraulic brake switch. There it is. Kind of a cheap Amazon-y one, but it does work. Bought a couple sets. I did not put one. I didn't put one down there, just because. So hydraulic brake switch, and oh yeah. So ease of wiring this on the X behind the plate. You have 2 contact wires that come off a 5-amp fuse. So there's no need to go back to the battery, but I do have the cooling fan straight to the battery. So, but up here, there's 2 wires, 5-amp circuit, powers everything. So, give you another quick walk around. Let's see if we can we zoom out? No, we cannot. All right. So this is her right here. She has seen probably 2 hours of dirt, and I had a truck to haul it around, but I got rid of the truck. So, yeah, got rid of the truck, and I thought I'd dual sport it, but after riding this on the street for 20 minutes, I was kind of over it. So I decided I'm not going to travel 40 minutes to go play in dirt and then ride around the dirt. Yeah, the only thing I would say is that I'm going to add is probably a bigger fuel tank and probably a wider seat. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy here. Give you some ideas and some inspiration. Oh yeah, and the Supermoto short defender. I guess I'll just add one last note. The last thing that I was going to mention was I did try to put a headlight on here. Now I'm impatient, so what ended up happening was the PCM is behind here, so very difficult to get a headlight there without moving the PCM or crushing it or making it stupid. So there is the top bolt that holds this into place. It's a hard bolt, and it goes into the stem. So I was able to just get a single light with a bracket, and I don't know if you're gonna see it, but yeah, the bracket's down there, and single bolt. So worked out really well. But one more look around, see if we can get a nice view here. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. It's a lot of fun. Very much fun, sure. Anyways, the only other upgrades besides the seat and the tank will probably be new rear spring. People that want to adjust the spring, as you can see, I moved this collar because the collar was facing towards the engine. It was impossible to get an Allen in there, so I had to actually get 1/4-inch socket, an Allen bit from a like a quick lock set, and then I bought special tools for the ring, like a C-wrench, and there's no way you can get a C-wrench in here, so I just ended up using the old flathead and hammer, knocked it up. So I'm a little bit bigger dude, about 260 pounds, so yeah, I like it so far. Just ready for an oil change. This thing's probably only got 3 to 5 hours on it, so I'll make sure we're ready for a piston. Jokingly, we'll see how long this engine actually lasts, but it's a blast. So if you have any questions, just shoot me a message. Thanks for looking.